Okay, so yesterday was Valentine's Day. So happy! Candy doesn't say that because I don't celebrate it. I actually never did celebrate Valentine's Day. Why? I've always felt like Valentine's Day, it's a day of love, which we're all for, right? We're all for love. But it just seemed too small. Let's put it that way. It just seemed too small. It was too small. It always was like that for me. High school, everything. It's like, yes, Black is King. First of all, it's a pagan holiday. But, let's just go past that. Whether you celebrate it or not, it's a day of love. And that part gets me, right? It's a day of love. So if you come on here every single day, I say, Black is King. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I say, Nola, I love you from the bottom of my heart. Momo, Dimple, I love you from the bottom of my heart. Native A, I love you from the bottom of my heart. Reggie, Cushy, every single one. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Dame, I love you from the bottom of my heart. Fresh T, I love you. Twin City, I love you from the bottom of my heart. Now, how are you going to tell me that I cannot tell you how much I love you every single day? How are you going to tell me that, King and Queens? With all the love that I have for you, are you going to box my love? Are you going to put that love in one day? Are we going to allow people, society, to box our love in? I shouldn't have worn lashes today, but it is what it is. Are you going to allow, I won't do it. I have too much love for you. Okay, I always start out saying how much I love you, but I guess I'm doing that anyway. So we'll just combine it together. Thank you, D-Hive in the building. Love you guys. I can't do it. You can try to force me to celebrate Valentine's Day, to talk to you, creative design, and tell you how much I love you from the bottom of my heart. It is too much love. That is too much for a day. There actually is too much for a lifetime. Do you hear me? I refuse. Hi, Fresh. Oh, thank you, Black is King. Mystical Vibes, I love you. I love you, Fresh. How dare you tell me that I cannot love you every single day? How dare you tell me that it has to be a holiday in order for me to tell you how much I love you, for me to show it to you, for you to feel it in action? How dare you do that? You are disrespecting the love that I have for you. And I'm just being straight up with you, King and Queens. You're disrespecting the love, that the cherish, the very thing, the essence of why I care for you so much, why I see to you so much, why I make sure you're good, why I pray for you. You are boxing in this love that is endless. I refuse to lessen my love for you in a day. I refuse to box the very thing in that is limitless. Thank you, Fresh. I refuse. It's not going to happen. You may look for me, King and Queens, to have said Happy Valentine's Day to you, Candy, but I don't celebrate Valentine's Day because every day is the damn Valentine's for me. I'm going to tell you every single day that I love you. I'm going to give this love, shed it upon you, share it with you every single day. You are not going to get it one day. You're not going to get it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 100, 200. You are going to get that thing 365 days a year, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Come on, creative designs. Love is what love does. Thank you for your tickets. Thank you, guys. Thank you for helping me reach my goal. I love you. You're a trippy. Thank you, love. Fresh. Amen. Come on. Come on. But if I can walk around and say that the Most High is my Father and I serve a God that is so great, how can I begin to box him in? If the Most High is unconditional love and it is who he is, then how can I put him in a day? He doesn't even live off time. So how does that even make sense for me? Thank you, Trippy. Creative design, you see? So my title today is Don't Box Love. And I see it every time I see the chocolates and the heart. And that's why I put that in my picture. I'm telling you, I see Don't Box Love. I was trying to find a picture on the internet that had a broken box of chocolates. And I wanted to break us out of this mental conditioning. I want to break us out of these pagan holidays that we're celebrating that are empty. Because you're not telling me that I'm just going to love someone in just a day. And if I'm with someone and you love me the way you do unconditionally every day, feel like Valentine's Day for me. And if that doesn't happen for you, if you're looking forward towards Valentine's Day, then you need to check your life. I know that this is just a hard pill to swallow for some people. And when we care so much about who our Valentine is, that it could have put us, come on, sunshine, it could put us in a place of depression because I don't have a Valentine's Day, then we need to reevaluate our life. Because if you're only finding love in one day out of those 365 days a year, then something is wrong. Something is wrong. How you're living, the relationships that you have are wrong. You are living a life. Hey, Scout. Hey, Dragon. Hey, Love. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Love. Thank you, Scout, Sunshine. Oh, thank you for helping me get to my goal. I appreciate you. You know, everyone that gifts me, you help me help people to bring these messages and keep me on Bigo. So I appreciate you so much. I do, because I love everyone so much. That you allow me to continue to love on people is everything to me. Thank you, Love. I appreciate all your gifts. Juicy Wet, hey, Love. Hey, Princess. Hey, M. Hey, Drew. Fresh. Thank you, Love. I love when you guys comment. Thank you, Queen. Princess. Thank you, Love. Black is King. Thank you for your comments, Love. I won't do it. I have to reevaluate my life if I'm looking for love in one day. But why does it happen? How did it happen? Is it because of the Greeks and the Romans and the gods that they serve and they trickle down? And as we call them pagan holidays, we used to worship certain deities. And now that we go through transition all down the line, traditions, we begin to do these things and they begin to evolve into other types of holidays, but they originated somewhere. So if we do know the history, I'm not going to get so deep about it because that's not the focus. I want to focus on what we believe Valentine's Day is today. So if we get to the history of Valentine's Day, it started as a pagan holiday. It started in Rome. It started in Greece. Greece and Rome had the same gods. They just was named different. Now, what we're talking about Valentine's Day, we're talking about a holiday that was sacrificed with children. Children were molested. It's a pedophile holiday. That's what it is. Subscribe to YouTube channel. Yes, Annie Marie. Thank you. Thank you so much, Design. Thank you, Love. It started as it's a pedophile holiday. That's what Valentine's Day came from. And Valentine's Day, actually, the Saint Valentine was one who was promoting love. And he had the people and the soldiers, he promoted love because he understood that the soldiers was going to death. So he had all the loved ones write messages and say, "Dear my Valentine," to their soldiers, to the family that was out in the fields that was fighting. And these people would die, and that's where the flowers came from. So we have flowers given on Valentine's Day to represent death. And we don't even recognize what we're celebrating, but I'm not going to stay there. I just gave you some history, and now we're moving on to now. Unconditional love. Unconditional love is known as an affection without limitations. It's an affection. It's a love without rules. It's a love without conditions. Unconditional love says, "I love you in spite of your mistakes." Unconditional love says, "I love you regardless of what you may do." Hey, Love. See, I need you. Hello. Air. Hi, Love. I need you. I need you. You see, it says, "See, I need you." We need unconditional love because we always deal with people in conditions. But Grand Rising Love, unconditional love is saying that there is no limitations on me. Love without conditions. You don't have to do something for me in order for me to give you this love. So now we already X'd out unconditional love on Valentine's Day because it's saying it's Valentine's Day. That's why I'm giving you love. Are we going to catch this? Now we're stepping into, hey Savage Brad, hey DJ. Now we're stepping into the realness of what it was. Valentine's Day is saying I love you with conditions because of the day it is. I am giving you the love that I have. Not because of who you are. Not because I love you all wholeheartedly in your mistakes and your success. No, I love you and I'm loving on you because today is Valentine's Day. So that is love with conditions. Come on, love. That is love with conditions. There is a certain thing that has to happen in order for me to give you this thing that we are supposed to give each other freely. Candy, why don't you celebrate Valentine's Day? I know every time I message you and say Happy Valentine's Day, you don't say it back because I have an open mind. I don't just do because I see somebody do. Make it dollars. Hey, love. Thank you. Thank you so much. Creative Designs. Thank you for my tickets, love. I don't just do just to do. I do things because it has to have a purpose in me doing it. My mind is too open that it cannot be boxed in. An open mind is willing to consider a new idea. An open mind steps out of the norm. An open mind comes out of tradition because I know it's not good for me. What has the chocolates benefited me during Valentine's Day? What has the teddy bear done for Candy World? What has it done for me that benefit me in my life? What has the chocolates done for me to benefit me in my life? What has the flowers that when they dry up, I throw out, benefit me in my life? The very thing out of everything on Valentine's Day that could benefit me is the herbs that are made from the dead flowers, but I even throw those things out because I'm not trying to get anything that's going to benefit my life. I just want validation for a day. How did we get here? How did we get here? How do we get to a place that we take one day to validate our love for the year? You know how deep that is? It speaks absolutely volumes. Volumes. I love you so, Jazzy. It speaks volumes on who you believe you are. It speaks volumes on what you feel you deserve. I will never get excited about a day that I should be feeling 365 days in the year. You're not going to have me settle less than my destiny. You're not cutting it short for me. That is not me. I deserve a Valentine's Day every day. So I don't want your chocolates, nor do I want your teddy bears. I want to feel like it's a Valentine's Day every day that you deal with me. The relationships that we have, you should be concerned thinking about little romantic things to do with me 365 days a year. Why, Candy? Because I'm worth it. Because I know my value and I know my worth. I ain't going to, come on, little child. Come on, so Jazzy. I ain't going to box in my blessings. Are you serious? No, I need this thing. Come on, Poetic. If you don't speak, come on, Moochie. There's people that are depressed because they don't get love on a day. How deep is that? Because you don't have a Valentine's Day, you fall into depression. It's not that you're concerned about having love your whole year around, your whole life, but you are upset because of one day. My love, king and queens, what have we come to? How do we come to a place to don't even believe that we deserve love more than a day? It could make me, I'm going to hold it in, it could make me bring tears to my eyes. You are worth more than a day, King. You are worth more than a day, queen. I don't know who told you any different. I don't know what you went through to lose hope. I don't know where along the lines where you started feeling less than you are. But one thing I do want to tell you is you deserve love. If anything in life, whatever you do or don't do, you deserve and are worthy of love. Love doesn't have a resume where you gotta do a certain thing in order to get it. It doesn't have a condition where you gotta start paying something in order to receive it. There is something way more when it comes to unconditional love. I have an open mind because I'm bigger than this. I have an open mind. Come on, DJ. Unconditional love, agape love. I have an open mind because I know I'm bigger than this. How do you know you're bigger than this, Candy? Because who my father is. If my father doesn't live on time, why should I? I'm of my lineage. I am of my bloodline. Why should I live in time and box myself in on a holiday about love who is my father? The unconditional love. Dr. T, thank you, love. I appreciate you yesterday too. The unconditional love that's in me is God's love that is in us. If I can get you to a place, I'm talking about society, here we go. If I could get you to a place to believe love has limits, then you will never truly experience what you have been promised. Come on, DJ Mello. If I could get you in a place to believe love has limits, then I'll get you to a place to never be able to truly experience your promise in your life. Your destiny that is so great. The reason why you go through hell and high water. Why I always gotta feel like I'm going through something? Why is it always like somebody's on my back? Why is it every time I turn around, it's something new? It's because your destiny is so great, it calls something. I need you guys to catch this. If I can take something that is infinite and restrict it in a day, listen to how powerful it is. If I can take something that is infinite and restrict it in a day, you will look forward to a piece of what you are supposed to have as a whole. You will look forward to a piece of what you are supposed to have. Thank you, warrior. Thank you, love. Of what you're supposed to have as a whole. Yes, thank you for helping me get closer to my goal. Thank you, love. If you can take something that is infinite and restrict it in a day, you will be looking forward to a piece of a whole that you are supposed to have. You preach it, right, warrior? Thank you, DJ Mello. For everyone that gifts me, thank you. I appreciate you. You allow me to help others, so you are a part of that seed. And when that seed comes up for harvest, you will be reaping mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Yes, love. Thank you so much, love. Thank you, Sip. Dr. T, hey, love. Love is limitless. Love is infinite. It never dies. Unconditional love, it never dies. But if I could get you to believe mentally, if I could get psychological locks in you to make you believe and take something that's infinite and box it in a day, what else can I do? How else can I control you? I bet you I could make you believe that somebody landed on the moon. I bet you I could make you believe that the earth is round. I bet you I could make you believe a whole lot of stuff that's not true, because if I can continue to make you believe the lie, then I can continue to control your life. And we are nothing without love. And we celebrate a holiday that says it only lives in a day. I'm going to say that again. We are nothing without love, but we celebrate a holiday that puts it in a day. What if the Most High only loved us one day? Hold on, I'm getting you to see something real quick. What if the Most High only loved you one day a year? Come on, Sip. We would be lost. Where would we be? How would we feel? What would happen? So if we cannot fathom in our minds the Most High, crazy bad, right, Native? If we can't fathom in our minds the Most High loving us in one day, why we do it, huh? I'm just not understanding. Why do we do it? Why is it okay for us, but we don't? No, Most High. Love me every day. Love me every hour. Love me every minute of the day. Anytime you can come, love me, Most High, anytime. Anytime. All the time, anytime, all the time. But when it comes to us, we just want a day. I'm not understanding. What benefits us emotionally? What benefits us in our life to go spend money on chocolates and flowers and teddy bears for a day? When has our love come down to a validation by a teddy bear? And where have we got so lost to say that love is measured by material things? But we wonder why our relationships don't work. We wonder why. Well, when money is funny, that means love is funny then, right? You ever seen these relationships that people are in? When the money starts being funny, the relationship is funny? That's because y'all celebrate Valentine's Day. And you compare each other's gifts like, oh, my teddy bear's bigger than yours. He loved me more. Oh, he bought me a car. He loved me more. Oh, I got rose petals all over the house. You just got on your bed. He loved me more. You celebrating your love with conditions, babe? My king, you're celebrating your love with conditions. My queen, with all that you've been through in your life, you're celebrating your love with conditions. King, as hard as it is for you every single day to keep your divine masculinity, you're celebrating love with conditions. Have you been through enough? My sitting pretty, hey love. My queen, have you been through enough that you are celebrating your love with conditions? That's what it's worth now. A teddy bear, $19.98. Oh, I'm sorry, it was on sale. $14.99. That's what we care about. That's what we came to. You upset that you didn't get no presents on Valentine's Day. Why are we not more upset that we're not being loved unconditionally? Why are we more upset that you don't choose to love me the other 364 days in a year? Why are we more upset that you feel like you want to appreciate me with gifts only one day? Why are we more upset about that? Some of us don't even see love until Valentine's Day. That's why we get so excited. We are so lost that we don't even see Valentine's Day is made for a marketing scheme. And not even a marketing scheme to make money. I'm talking low because I need y'all to hear. Not even a marketing scheme to make money. A holiday that creates sickness. Mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. This might be a little bit too deep for some people, but I'm trying to get somewhere. It's a holiday that creates sickness in all of your wellness. Mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. How mentally, Candy? Whether your Valentine's Day was good or not, if it was good, it's telling you that, oh, I got all this stuff because I'm loved. I feel good because I'm loved. The next day, you don't get it anymore. Your brain, your mind, your feelings start falling into a depression state. I'm not good enough. I didn't get gifts today. We have been grown and trained off of love with conditions since we were children. If you get 100 on this test, I'll give you ice cream. I get 100 on the test, I get ice cream. I get a 92 on my test, I don't get ice cream. I don't feel loved. I'm not encouraged by my work, by the effort I put in. I'm encouraged by the score. And that's where we mess up. We start relating things to love. And we start building this mental note of loving, hey blue love, loving with conditions. So how is it physically if I'm happy and I get everything that I need on Valentine's Day, the next day I'm not getting that same thing, so I don't feel as loved as I was on Valentine's Day, so I'm looking for that day next year. Okay, let's bring it back. Hey Eyes, hey Zane, I love you guys. So let's bring it back. Now I'm on Valentine's Day and I didn't get nothing. I'm now mentally, remember, emotionally, mentally, I'm falling in depression because I'm not loved because I didn't get anything. It's a holiday of sickness. Mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. What do you mean sickness, Candy? Physically. Because you're bringing me candy, which causes high blood pressure, which causes refined sugar that causes cancer. I'm eating it, but you're telling me you love me, but you're giving me sickness. The more candy I buy, the more junk I buy, the more that I have my loved one eat these things that are not healthy for them, the sicker they're going to be. And then they get sick, they run to the doctor, and the doctor sends them to the pharmacy, and the pharmacy gives them drugs. And where do you think these drugs come from? And it's all a plot of the big pharma, right? Hi, Smart, I love you. Sweet Plantain, hey Blue. DJ, thank you, love. Daddy Savage. Love, thank you. Thank you, Nola. Love you. I see your comments. I love when you guys comment. So it's a holiday of sickness. Any way you want to turn it around. You want to get to spiritual. Spiritual is unconditional love. Unconditional love is the God's love in us, which means it is the Most High. And if we're putting him in a day, then that is not spiritual at all. It's boxing the very person that has created the open mindedness and the open world for you to have your destiny. So how does it benefit me again? I don't understand. It's really hard for me to see my value. It's really, really hard for me to see how much I'm worth when I put everything in a day. Make sure, let's get even deeper. Make sure you have your Valentine. Why are you limiting me to one person that's supposed to love me? Why are you limiting my love by telling me one person's supposed to love me? This is why we in these relationships, in these traumas, we're dealing with these toxic ass relationships because we feel like we're only supposed to be loved from one person. Because our mama didn't love us, our father didn't love us, we finally find somebody, Tyrone, Tyreek, Shaniqua, somebody on the outside. You love me some way, then I just keep you just because. And we deal with that one person. We're not just supposed to be loved by one. You are supposed to have love from all sides, my king. You are supposed to have love from all sides, my queen. for Valentine. I don't need no damn Valentine. I got enough people in my life that love me unconditionally. I will not limit myself to one, because guess what? People fail because we are not perfect. And when we sit them on a throne like they're the Most High, that's when we get upset. And that's when we let them steal our identity. And that's when we fall in depression when they break up with us, because we set them on the throne like they're the Most High. Because it's the only love that we ever feel, so we worship them. Somebody lied to you, love, because you're supposed to be feeling love from everyone that's in your life. And if that's not the case, you better check your circles and reevaluate yourself. You better check your circles and reevaluate yourself, because something is wrong. Something is desperately wrong with your life. There is something that is wrong. I'm not limiting my love to a Valentine. I don't deal with Valentines. I deal with kings and queens that love me unconditionally. You know how many people wanted to commit suicide because they didn't get a damn teddy bear? Your life is worth more than a teddy bear and some damn chocolate. Worth way more. Your life is actually priceless. There's not enough teddy bears in the world to show how much you should be loved, King. There's not enough chocolate in the world, my queen, to show you how much you should be loved. But we want to take our life because we didn't receive nothing on Valentine's Day. Because we don't have a damn Valentine. Thank you, Sip. Thank you, Momo. I love when you guys comment. I'm sorry. I'm just a little bit upset. I'm just a little bit upset. It just drives me crazy because you guys know how much I love you. And when I see you guys beating yourself down for one day, it really hurts. It hurts me on the inside because I see who you are. You don't see it yourself. And it hurts me for you to compare your love to a teddy bear. And it hurts me on the inside for you to feel like your worth is in chocolate. And it hurts me to feel like your worth and you got to be validated by a damn Valentine. I don't know who did it to you, but you better take your love back. I don't know who made you lose hope somewhere along the lines, but you better get with it. Do you hear me? You better step into what has been called for you. You better do it. Yes, all praises to the Most High. How did we even allow this? How did we even allow this? How did we even allow this to happen? How did we allow our love to be boxed in a day? Yes, Blue Eyes. Thank you, love. How did we allow this? How did we devalue ourselves so low that we put it in a day? Love is so scarce. We box it in a day. Love is so absent. We created a holiday for it. Do we not see that? Love is so absent in the world that we created a holiday for it. Something we're supposed to have all the time. Unconditional love is limitless. We are only limited by the understanding of it. What do you mean, Candy? What are you talking about, unconditional love? I know unconditional love, but do you? Don't box love. I'm not going to box it in a box of chocolate. Mona, hey love, yes. I'm not going to box it in a box of chocolate. I'm not going to box my love in a day. I'm not going to box my love in 365 days. I'm not going to box it in 10 years. I'm not going to box it in 20, 35. I'm not going to box my love in a lifetime. My love is going to be limitless because I live for unconditional love. So don't ask me about a Valentine. Don't ask me what I got for Valentine's Day. And don't tell me Happy Valentine's Day. If you want to tell me Happy Valentine's Day, you better be calling me 365 days of this year saying Happy Love Day to you, Candy. And I'll say Happy Love Day to you, King. And Happy Love Day to you, Queen. Because every day is a day of love. And if I was called to live life and that more abundantly, then it is full of unconditional love. But have you ever really experienced unconditional love? Do you know what it is? Have you really experienced it? It is something we have been supposed to be feeling our whole life. Our parents were supposed to love us unconditionally, not love us according to how we look. Not love us because we look like our father and we have his features, so I don't want to love you because you look like the man I hate. That's what I dealt with. My mother didn't love me because I look like my father. She didn't love me because my father loved me and we had a relationship. Come on. Yes, Momo. Yes, Momo, for real, right? I thought I knew love with no conditions. I mean, my parents were supposed to do it for me, but I was determined on how I loved by how I looked. I wasn't good enough to my mother because I looked like the man that she hated. So abused me. So I didn't experience unconditional love. And as I got older, I didn't experience unconditional love. I felt it from my father, but no one else. And that was sometimes because people, come on now, because people will fail you. And it does not mean that they don't love you. They're just human. People will fail you. God won't. Come on, Yummy. Come on. That's what I'm saying. People are going to fail you, even the ones who love you unconditionally, because they're human. So it's not going to be consistently all the time. We want to get to someone that is the most consistent, that is in our life, that loves us unconditionally. So with my father, I experienced it from it, but that was it. There's no one else in this life that I was able to feel unconditional love by. So we don't recognize what it is. And that's why we box this love in, because it's something we're not familiar with. We're closed-minded because we don't want to step out of the norm. The norm is boxing our love. The norm is this average, whatever, fugazi love that we deal with day to day that matches our love with the teddy bear that we were given. Oh, my teddy bear can't even fit in my car. Oh, he loves me so much. That ain't got nothing to do. What is that teddy bear doing for you, actually, but taking up space? And the money that was spent for it could pay the bill that you're late for. I'm just a little bit confused. Just a little bit. Where's our priorities? Where did our values go? What happened? A lot of times we have not even experienced true unconditional love. And most of the time when we do feel it, guess when it is. The time that we really truly feel unconditional love is when we have our children. And at whatever age that is, 15, 18, 19, 30, 25, whatever, 40, whatever age that is that we really truly experience unconditional love is when we have our kids. And that's why we fix our mouth to say my life wasn't anything until I had my children. And that's madness. You know why that's madness? Because your life should have been worth something before you birthed any children. Your life should have been so valuable before you even birthed any children. And the reason why you feel like that because of your kids is because you never experienced unconditional love that you should have been experiencing since the day you were born. But that's the life we live in here. This is the society that we live in, the government that we live in that blocks all type of love. Ever since we start breathing, all we learn is love with conditions. They love you because they're your parents. Well, why don't you love me? I'm breathing, I'm living. I know you're not my parent, but shouldn't you love me? Doesn't the word say love your neighbor as you love thyself? So I know I'm not your daughter, but shouldn't you respect me enough like I am? Or shouldn't you love me enough like I am? Candy, you love so much. I don't got kids. Candy doesn't have kids. I have experienced unconditional love without the true essence of birthing it out of me. Because that's what our children are. I don't care if mommy's on crack. I don't care if daddy's on crack. I still want daddy. It don't matter if you put me in a home that gives me everything I need. I still want my father and I still want my mother. And I don't care if I stay at their house and I might not have nothing to eat. And I don't care if I see my mother smoking crack. I just want to be with her because it's my mom. Unconditional love. I still see you as Superwoman regardless of all the faults that are around. Beast Boy, hey love. I still see you as Superman, Daddy, in spite of all the mistakes that you have done. It doesn't matter to me. You're my dad. It doesn't matter to me. You're my mom. I love you. Nothing that you do can make me feel any other way. And that's how children are. Children are birthed out from the Most High. They are the essence and being of Him Himself. Unconditional love. It doesn't matter what you do, how you say it. I say that to my dad this day. I say, Daddy, I tell him all the time. Every single time I can, I say, Daddy, there is nothing that you could have done in your life different. You are the best dad. In all the areas that you feel like you messed up and all the areas you feel like you could have did better, you are the best dad a girl could ever have. And I tell my dad that all the time because he always has these doubts. And man, if I would have did this and if I could have did this, you have everything that you did and all your mistakes and all your success, everything that you did for me, Dad, you are the best. I love you. I wouldn't trade you for a father that did everything right since day one. You see that? That's unconditional love that you get from your children. The fact of the matter is that we were supposed to feel this unconditional love without even having our kids. Before we had our kids, we were supposed to be feeling that unconditional love with the person that we had our kids with. That our kids don't start believing as they're being raised up that I need to have kids to make my life feel like it's meaningful. Did you see that part? The more you run around your children saying, man, my life wasn't nothing until you guys came around. Man, you guys are everything to me. That's telling your children that they need to have kids in order to feel like their life is worth it. You need to love yourself more. Where are we getting this, Candy? We're talking about this. You're saying all this stuff. What are you trying to, where are you going? You need to love yourself more. At the end of the day, love yourself more so you can love people better. That's the word. That's the word, because if you can understand that you deserve unconditional love, whether you have children or not, then it puts you in a place to a higher standard of living that you was already called to live. Oh, I'm living in a higher place and a higher standard of living. But yeah, this is new to me. It ain't new. There ain't nothing new under the sun. The Most High had created that place for you already, but you chose to stay in the valley. You chose to stay low. You chose to limit your love to a day in a whole year. You did. Come up. Come up. Bring your crown up, King. Come on, Queen. Get up. We're moving up. You're getting back to where you're supposed to be. Your love is going to be experienced all year around. We're not going to be dealing with this one day, one chocolate, baby. You better move out the way, because I don't even see Valentine's Day. I have a crown on my head, and that doesn't mean that I am a queen one day a year. And that doesn't mean you treat me like a king one day a year. A king is a king all year around. A queen is a queen all year around. Do not treat me any different. I'm not taking this crown off for you after Valentine's Day is over. Oh, hell no. You are going to treat me like the royalty I am. You know why? Because I treat you that way. If I spare nothing for you, then why do you give me one day of love without the year? And why am I looking forward to Valentine's Day? Now, I deserve this all year round. And if you allow it, it says it right here. That's what I put down. How did we even allow this? Because we forgot who we were. We forgot our worth. We're settling for a piece, but we own the whole thing. You own love in every day of the year, and you're settling for one. Somewhere along the lines, Jocelyn, hey love, hey Marie. Somewhere along the lines, you have forgotten who you are. I need you to scrub that mirror off, and I need you to stop looking forward and look up. Why am I looking up, Candy? I need you to stop, King. And I need you to stop, Queen. And I need you to stop looking forward and look up. You're missing your crown. You're missing the thing that sits on your head. You either took looking too low that you can't even see your face. That's how much you're devalued. Or you're looking straight ahead and all you see is your face. But I'm telling you to look up. You wonder why everything's so heavy on you? You have a crown up here. You going through life complaining because you don't know where the weight is coming from. Because you ain't looking up. You wondering where the weight is coming from because you don't even recognize that there's a crown sitting on your head, King. And you don't even recognize that there is a crown sitting on your head, Queen. But you just feel like life is hard. Well, guess what? Much is given, much is required. That crown, that heaviness that you feel in your life, that is your life telling you you have a greater destiny than what you're dealing with today. The BS that you take every single day, that ain't even worth the dogs that you own. What you deal with and put up with every day ain't even worth the pets that you own to deal with. The animals. You are greater. Hey, Chase. Hey, love. You are greater than the lowness you accept in your life. You are greater than every single thing that you keep that's less than what you deserve. There is a heaviness on you because you have a crown. And until you recognize who you are and your royalty and your bloodline and who your father is, you will always feel like this burden is too hard to live with. Look forward and look up. See the crown on your head. I know why this is a hard thing, because I know that the suffering at this present time can't be compared to or even worthy to be compared to the glory that shall be revealed, to the destiny that is in my life that I'm looking forward to. You're so much more than that. Unconditional love is priceless. We're more. We are so much more. Don't forget who you are. Do not box your love in a Valentine's, in a holiday. I tell my dad every day is Father's Day. Every single day I thank the Most High for him. This has blessed me. Thank you, Queen Talk. Yes. So remember that your children are a piece of unconditional love. But if you live like that, when we post these Instagram things and we post these Facebook messages that says, I don't know where I'd be without my children, you're telling your children you're not going to know where you're going to be unless you have kids. Your children need to see them doing these things for them, not because of them, but because of you. Oh, mommy can't do it for me right now. She's taking care of herself because she has to love on herself. Yeah, baby, because as I love on myself, I can love you better. Yeah, mommy, go ahead, do what you got to do. And we wonder why our kids grow up and then we start talking to them like, I got to take care of my health, honey. I got to do this. But Ma, you ain't going to come pick me up. He's so ungrateful. He don't recognize. You built it. You taught it. You made it. I know it's hard. I know it's something we don't want to think about, but you have designed them to be that way. Ready to go for the drop of a dime because we love unconditional love so much. We feel like we got to do everything for it. Otherwise, it's going to go away. That's how we do with our kids. If I didn't have the love of my kids, I don't even have love in my life. It gets so deep. We're supposed to love ourselves unconditional. And the partners that we're with love us unconditional. And then we have a child together and we love those children unconditional. We skip all the middle part. We skip the unconditional love for us. We skip the unconditional love with the partner that we have the child with. And then we jump right to the child. Yes, Jace. Thank you, love. Thank you for subscribing. Yes, you guys are amazing. And we jump right to the child. And we wonder why we worship our children so much, because that's the only unconditional love that we feel. That we'll do anything for our kids. But would you do the same thing you do for your children for you? Sip, your kids come first. I want you to change that. What? Candy? What you mean my kids come first? Because my kids come first. You come first, Sip. You come first, Sip. You have a responsibility for your children. Let me break this down a little bit for you, love. You have a responsibility. Come on, Queen Talk, because that's healing. Tears of happiness. Come on. You know how many people put in that they have tears right now because this healing. That very place that you lost hope in who you were and your value, there's healing happening right now. There is healing happening right now. You're restoring the hope that you have some value in your life, that there's a greater destiny before you than what you're experiencing today. The tears are coming from hope again. That hope that you lost. That hope that you lost is being restored. It has to be your first. My kids come first. That's not it. That's not it. And it's hard because it's what we know. You're first. You have a responsibility because you have children. Grand Rising, she speaks. Hey, love. You have a responsibility as a parent to make sure that's right. Make yourself priority. Come on, Creative Designs. And you have a responsibility to guard, to protect, to love, to teach your children. But it never comes before you. At the end of the day, Sip, you have to love yourself more, even more than your children. Why, Candy? That's like, because when you love yourself more, you can love them better. You can love them better. There's times that you have to take a little step back to begin to love on yourself. That way you can love them better, because if you keep being depleted and you keep allowing them to, you will not make the same decisions as you would make when you are aware, when you are not tired, when you are feeling loved, when you are in joy, when you are in peace that surpasses understanding, when you are feeling loved unconditionally. You will make different decisions that you do with your children than you just being depleted because they drain you from all that you are. You have to, when they're not of age, you gotta take time for you. Whether you make a schedule, a babysitter for you to get some time to yourself, so you to go out, go to a spa, go sit by water, do some meditation, love on yourself, do some things you love, and go back to the things that you love, your children. You have to have that self-love. You know why people are lost when, God forbid, they lose their children? They don't even want to live anymore because they feel like their life isn't worth it without their kids. Your life is worth it. Your life is so much as valuable as it was when you had kids. Come on, Lover Style. Come on, Questions. Come on, Balboa. So much more. Your life is something without everything. Do you hear what I say? I always say, thank you, Balboa. Thank you, love. Yes, closer to 4 stars. Do you know I always say that? I always say, I have everything when I have nothing. Can you say that? Can you truly, honestly say that? Can you say, I have everything when I have nothing? I thought it was wrong to do that, and now I am seeing I need time for myself. That is it. We have been conditioned to believe caring and loving, having self-love is selfish. But we don't even got to get into a deep example for it. When you have good sleep, when you have rested for, come on, absolute happiness. Come on, Balboa. When you had good sleep and you rested 8 to 12 hours, however long it is, when you had a good night's sleep and you wake up, you don't feel better? Do you have a little bit more patience? Come on. I'm going to say a couple things. And if what I'm saying is true, I need a 1 in the comments. Okay. If you slept and you felt good and you had a good meal and you went to sleep and your bills are paid and you're stress-free and all this stuff, and you wake up the next day and you're dealing with your children that are on homeschool and all that, don't you have a little bit more patience? Let me see a 1 in the comment. Don't, like, when your kids spill something, you don't scream at them. You're like, baby, this is what you have to do. You teach them a little bit more. Don't when the mail doesn't come right or something and somebody does something, you get hit and you're in an accident and you're like, you know what, it's okay, the insurance will cover. You ready? You just, everything is just a little bit easier because you feel the love that's on the inside. You feel the love that's on the inside. That's why you can sit there and say it wasn't a deep example. That's why you can say at the end of the day, if you love yourself more, I can love you better. How? Because I have more patience. How? Because I understand what real love is, because I love me that way. So now that I love me that way, I can love you that way too. It don't say love your neighbor it says love your neighbor as you love yourself. It doesn't just say love your neighbor. Who cares about yourself? Selfish has to do with you and just you and nobody else. Selfish doesn't care about others. But when you're not dealing, we're not talking about selfish now. We're talking about self-love. When you love you, you can love people. When you love you, you have empathy for people. I understand what you're going through. I remember when I couldn't get something. You have more patience with your toddler, with your kids growing up, with your teens. Your kids even say, Dad, Mommy always take care of herself. Man, Daddy always makes sure that he's good, man. I always remember he always goes to the lake. He says, he can meditate. And, he loves to go hiking. So he be going hiking alone, and he takes care of himself. He always says that self-love, you are all you got, you and the Most High. And you could do anything. And, I see him live like that. And I see that I don't need anybody but me. I don't need anything but me. All I need to do is understand my value and my worth and have that relationship with the Most High, and I can conquer the world. Oh, Daddy's going to be there to support me, and Mommy's going to be there to support me, but guess what? I can do it all by myself, so when they're not there, I got it in me. Who taught us that? Nobody. Who taught us that growing up? Self-love is everything. Nobody. They told us that we had to depend on something to get there. Not ourselves. Not the Most High. Come on, Bomb Baby. Let's be real. Not the Most High. They didn't teach me that. 14 years old in the bathroom with a knife to my wrist because I felt like the next breath that I took wasn't worthy of me. Because my mother didn't love me. But if I was taught about self-love, I would have never been in there trying to take my life because I would understand that I don't need anyone that doesn't need me. That part. I don't need anyone that don't need me. I don't need you for anything. If you don't love me, then that's your choice. And if I'm giving you unconditional love and you choose to throw it away or mistreat me, then that's your business. It's not mine, because the way you treat my love is a reflection of you, not me. They don't teach us that either. So every time we love someone and they abuse that love, we feel like we should be abused. And every time we love someone and they mistreat that love, we feel like we should be mistreated. But what you do with what I give you has nothing to do with me. Let's bring it to reality real quick. Thank you, Cotton Candy. If I give you some baseball cards that are worth $1 million and you choose to mistreat them and throw them all over the house and now they're worth $10, that's not my business. That's yours, because it was in your care. It wasn't in my care. So if I give you love and you choose to mistreat it because it's not what you're used to, because you're used to loving with conditions, when I give you that love that's unconditional, you choose to mistreat it because it's not of the norm. You don't recognize it. Because you don't recognize it, you don't value it. Okay, I'm getting deeper into a whole nother thing, but I'm not going to go there because then we're going to be here forever. But you got to recognize, do not relate what you give out of your love to others to identify it with you. Now that you have self-love, you can identify real unconditional love. And now when you love someone else in it, you never look at yourself. Thank you, love. You never look at yourself anymore. You look at them, and not with sympathy, that it's a misfortune that they don't understand who they are. But you look at them in empathy and you say, damn, I was there before. Why am I here all the time, Candy? Candy, why are you here Monday through Friday giving motivation? Because I've been there. I didn't have a Candy to tell me to love myself. And now that I got the knowledge from the Most High, I'm going to share it with the world, because the world ain't doing it. So I'll take every single day of my life to sit here and tell you how extraordinary you are, and tell you how absolutely amazing you are, and remind you that you got a crown on your head. Because no one did it for me. I love you, Miss B. I love. Yes, because no one did it for me. Come on, Poetic. Come on, Queen Talk. Thank you for being a fan, Specialty. Thank you, love. Everyone that became a fan. Thank you, Jeremiah. I have something to share, because I don't want people to walk around like I was. Oh, Chloe. Hey, love. Yes. Okay. I see you, love. Sports Freak, I love you. You see that? So I'm not going to identify with how people treat me anymore. It speaks volumes of how they feel about their self. How, Candy? Because I love myself more at the end of the day to love you better. And if they can't love me better, then they don't love their self more at the end of the day. And I cannot sit here. Come on, Queen Talk. That's healing. That's what that is. I can't sit here and demand somebody to love me and they don't even understand how to love themselves. Stop wasting your time, kings. Stop wasting your time, queens. I know it's hard, because it's hard to walk away from people that we love, but they don't love their self. So you're living in an endless thing. You're living in something. You're expecting a different result. What do they call that? Oh, that's insanity. Keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. That's what you do when you're trying to force somebody to love you that don't even understand their own self-love. But you kicking and screaming. That's like you screaming at a toddler because they don't know how to write. And every single day you're screaming at them, trying to tell them to write a novel. That sounds real dumb, right? That sounds so stupid. That just don't even sound right. That's what we do in our relationships, 10, 5, 15, 35 years. Somebody that don't want to love themselves, but we're demanding love from them. Where did that make sense? And you in all type of crazy relationships is because you don't even understand the self-love that you need in you. Well, I'll treat you like trash because you treat yourself like trash. Why everybody I talk to and all my friends always betray me? Because you ain't even loyal to yourself. But you expect somebody else to be loyal to you? You'll lay down and die for people. You don't even care that you're dying in it. Because you putting them before you putting you. And I should care about how I treat you? But you don't even care about how you treat yourself. Okay. Well, you keep expecting that because it's not going to happen. And we wonder why we in these relationships. And why are we dealing with these hard things? We don't even see it ourselves. So what I have to say now is don't box love in. Don't box love in. What's the number one reason why I'm telling you not to box love in? Because you're worth so much more than that, king. And you're worth so much more than that, queen. And you may not feel it now, but start walking in it. And you're going to see things change. Start standing for yourself. Start demanding the value that you deserve. Start living the life that is more abundant, that has been promised to you. Do it. It's going to happen for you. Right, beast. Do it. It's going to happen for you. Don't doubt it. Just move. And you're going to find things to be a lot more easier. A lot more easier. You deserve a break. You need time for yourself. Get back to the things that you love all by yourself, not with people. When I came out of depression, I had to start hiking again. I was like, I don't want to go hiking. I lost my identity so much in my depression that I was like, Most High said, love on yourself, Candy. And he said, go back to the things that you love to do by yourself. And I'm like, I used to hike. I used to love hiking. I don't want to hike. I was so upset. I was kicking and screaming like a child driving to go hike by myself. But I was being disciplined from the Most High, so I had to listen. When I climbed up those stairs and then I started hiking, and it's like a 2.5 hour hike, going. When I reached that mountaintop, I felt a rush of a love just come over me. And I looked at the scenery and I was like, damn. You're worth it, Candy. You were worth that hike you was kicking and screaming about. You are so much more than the hurt that you feel. You're so much more than what you have experienced. You are nothing like the people that treated you in these relationships. And it was gone. And it wasn't all the way there, but it was gone. And I came off that mountaintop and I was feeling good. You know what I mean? Like, I felt the love in myself, and I started taking myself out again and traveling by myself again and, doing the things that I love to do by myself. And I started finding the love in me again. And when I started finding that love in me, I found that value. Thank you, Big Daddy. I found that value again. I started polishing my crown again. We got to get back to polishing that crown. We don't see it anymore because there's so much dirt and dust and hurt and it got damaged so much. We don't even recognize it anymore. But you start polishing that thing and you start recognizing who you are. And then you'll start being assertive and standing, respecting others. Thank you, our love. Thank you, love. Yes, that's so cute. I love it. Yes, almost a 4 stars. I'm telling you, it's a healthy confidence that you exercise while respecting others. And you're going to stand for that thing, which is you. I'm not taking that anymore. Yeah, but last week, I don't care if it was yesterday. I ain't taking it anymore. I'm not worth it. And it's going to hurt. And it's not easy. It's going to hurt. And it's not easy. But we have to come to the place to have wisdom enough to know when to stop helping the people that we love. And we have to be able to have that self-love on the inside to be strong enough to be able to walk away when it's time. We in relationships and we're handicapping each other because the relationship was supposed to have been cut off in a whole ass other season. Thank you, Mona. Thank you, love. 2,800 beans to 4 stars. Yes. And that's it. So, don't box love in. You're worth so much more than that. Grateful for my selfie dates. Yes. Go love on yourself. Take a pause from the kids. Take a pause from your partner. When you start recognizing that you're treating yourself better than the people in your life, you better wake up. When you start feeling better and more love when you take yourself out than when other people do, you better reevaluate your situations. I'm telling you right now, when you start loving on yourself so much that the people around you make you feel like you've been being mistreated. Why do you think it's so important that we have self-love? So we know what the standard is. Because the Most High says, if I love you like this, why would I call you to live a life with any love less than mine? Ooh, that's rough. The Most High says, if I love you like this, why would I even call you to even be around or feel love from anybody less than mine? Ooh, it's hard because we love them, but we supposed to love ourselves more. That we're able to walk away. It's the self-love. Hi, King. I love you so real. It's the self-love that we have on the inside. Hey, 78. It's the self-love that we have on the inside that strengthens us to be able to walk away from the people that we love. It doesn't mean we don't love them anymore, but we got to walk away and remove ourselves because it's not our time anymore with them. We're just handicapping our life as we're handicapping them in a relationship that was not supposed to be anymore. Have the wisdom to know when to stop helping. And have the strength, the self-love on the inside to be able to walk away from that very person that you love, that you're not doing any good to and they're not doing any good for you. But we stay there because we love them. You know what that cost me in a relationship? I stayed in a relationship because I loved them. I knew we should have separated. I didn't want to listen, and I chose to stay in that relationship. And you know what? I almost sacrificed my life. I'm not even talking about mentally. I'm talking about physically. I chose to stay in a relationship because I was concerned about that person more than I was. And because I stayed in that relationship too long, when it was like, warning, warning, time to get out, 6 months later, I had hands around my throat where I had to kick somebody off because they were trying to take the life out of me. The person that I loved, the person that I slept next to for 3 years, strangling me to death. Because hurt people hurt people. With the very last inch of energy I had, I was able to kick them off of me. And they were chasing me down to finish what they started. That I had to go get a knife to defend myself and use it. So I ain't talking about something light. The more that you stay in these relationships, the more toxic they will be, and the more that you will be harming yourself. Come on, creative design. Anaconda, thank you, love. Because I chose to be in a relationship too long. when it was time to go. So when you lead them, it's hard because you love them, but you gotta love yourself more. Thank you, Red. Here goes. Oh, thank you, Tall Beauty. You gotta love yourself more. I was supposed to love myself more. I was supposed to have strength inside of me, strong enough to be able to walk away from that person and understand that they will be okay because they are a child of the Father. Don't worry about them. They are of the Most High. He will see to them. Where is your faith at, King? Where is your faith at, Queen? If you believe in the Most High and all that He's done, why wouldn't He take care of His child? He will see to them. You move forward. Avoid certain people to protect your emotional health. It's not weakness, it's wisdom. You better go ahead, Mixed Master. Hey, love. I have been afraid to love self. I felt like it's selfish. Come on, Anaconda. And that's our biggest issue. The world tells us if we love ourselves, it's selfish. But the truth of the matter is, when we love ourselves, it's called self-love. And when you love yourself more, at the end of the day, you love people better. And I was confused for a long time, and I haven't always arrived. I haven't arrived. I just figured this out a couple years ago. I didn't recognize that the 30 years of my life I was living for everyone but me. So when they would play back my life, they would play everybody else's life but mine. Because I didn't live for me. I did everything for people because my heart was so big. I gave everything I was. I sacrificed everything I am. I was depleted. I was sick because I was so weak. I just kept giving and giving, and all I did, thank you for opening my eyes. You're welcome, Sip. All I did was give of self. Never had none for me. Until somebody that I met in the matter of an apostle and his wife, in the matter of 4 minutes, they told me my life without even knowing me. And they said, Candy, why do you feel like you don't deserve anything? And I said, well, I don't know what you mean. They said, why do you feel like you don't deserve anything? And it was the Most High speaking directly to me. And that's why I tell you guys, the Most High is so extraordinary that he doesn't work off of time. And though I said that was 30 years of me being confused, it was 30 years of lessons. It was 30 years of growth. And now what I'm in now, he has expedited like I didn't even have 30 years wasted. That's how he works. He blesses us just like that. And he said to me, and I said, but why do you feel like, and like a ton of bricks, that thing hit me. Miss Millions, hey love, that thing hit me like, Candy, you don't care about you. You don't even love yourself. You never did. All those times you thought you was loving you, that was the Most High. You didn't even recognize that you don't even have value enough to even care about yourself a little bit. And I was like, damn. And that was it. Sip, my eyes was changed. And that was it. My eyes was changed, and I said, I will love myself more at the end of the day so I can love people better. And that greater understanding of that, it didn't happen right away. I had to do little by little to get there. Jocelyn, thank you, love. Yes, almost 4 stars. I had to do little by little to get there, but now I understand it. I can't be who I want to be for you. I love you that much. Crowd babe, hey love. I love you that much that I need to love myself more, because if I'm called to love you as I love me, then I want to love the greatest me ever so I could love you better. You see that? That's not selfish. If I'm called, Chameleon, hey gorgeous. If I'm called to love you as I love me, then I love you so much that I'm going to love me to the bone. Do you hear me? And that's what I say to you, king and queens. When I tell you I love you from the bottom of my heart, how can I say that? Because I love you unconditionally. And unconditional means I don't need to know your real name. I don't need to know what you've done. I don't need to know your bank account. I don't need to know anything that's going on for me to tell you that I love you and for you to feel my love to you on this live. All I need to know is that I love me down to the bones. So that makes me love you down to every single bone in your body. Just like that. Just like that. So I love you, king and queens. Do not. Thank you, Chameleon. Thank you, loves. Yes, close to the 4 stars. At least I make 4 stars is good. Thank you all. Thank you, Stillheart. Everyone that has gifted me, thank you for gifting me. You have allowed me to love on people. You have allowed me to help people. You have allowed me to sit here and come and motivate. That's what these gifts mean to me. You allow me to be on Bigo. You help plant every seed for every tear that's shed when people recognize who they are. That's a part of your work. As you help me do it and help people, you're helping people. When that seed is planted and that harvest comes, you will feel and reap that harvest mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. The Most High will do it for you because you did it for Him. And He always does things greater. So I shout out to everybody that has always supported me. I love you guys. Steel heart. Yes, you have a good heart. Thank you, Steel. All right. Thank you, loves. Okay, so concluding now. Don't box love. You're worth more than a box. Your life. Bomb baby, thank you, love. Thank you so much. I'm crying. More money is healing. It's healing. It's our blinders taking off that we're able to cry. Our blinders have been removed that we're able to cry. DJ Chosen, hi, love. Welcome forward, King. I love you. Drama Queen. Yes, thank you. Don't box love. You're worth more than that. You're worth so much more than that. You deserve love 365 days a year, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. All the time. I challenge you to not celebrate Valentine's Day, but if it's something that you love to do, do it every single day of the year. And don't allow anyone else to treat you any different. And for all those that were hurt because they didn't feel love on Valentine's Day, guess what? I got news for you to get excited about. You feel hurt that you wasn't loved on Valentine's Day, but you're going to step forward into getting and receiving love every single day, not just Valentine's Day. So now you're just not going to think about Valentine's Day, but your goal is to have that love every single day. And guess what? You don't need anybody for it. You just need you. You just need your worth and the value that you have for you, and you can experience that Valentine's Day love every single day from you. And I say it all the time because I say, did you guys feel love today? And it's not about the people that love you, because you know I'm going to love on you. Hi, Starboy. I'm talking about you waking up and seeing yourself in the mirror and be like, Queen, I know we ain't got it all together, but your crown is shining nice. King, look at me and all my divine masculinity. I'm about to conquer this day because I am a conqueror and I'm higher than this, and I know who my father is. That's what I'm talking about. Real love coming on the inside about you. Because that love on the inside won't let you lower your standards. That love will constantly remind you and tap you on the head just like this, saying, remember, there's a crown here. And you're like, okay, I forgot. Yeah, nah, I'm not going to stoop to your level. I can't do that. That's what's going to happen. The more that you love yourself, you're going to be able to stand. And the more you love yourself, you're going to see yourself in others, what brings more understanding, more patience, and more empathy. I could never look at somebody and judge them, because every single misfortune or mistake that they make, I see a direct reflection of all the ones that I've made. That's why I have so much love. Alexa, send Candy my heart so she can sign it. Oh, thank you, Crowd Babe. So you are great. You're wonderful. I love you guys. Love, 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 love. And I'm telling you, don't box your love in. You're so much worthier than that. You are. Now I feel better, because I was just like, there was a lot of people that was upset yesterday and stuff. And that's why I came on with this huge message. I'm telling you guys, and I love you like that. Like, I was disturbed. Like, when somebody messes with your sister or brother in school and they're like, this kid's my push me. Or your kids, they be like, the teacher said I was ugly. Yo, you ready to show up that school? Like, where the teacher at? Who? Which one? English or math? Wait, mommy, English or math? That's what I'm talking about. That's how I was yesterday, seeing you guys. And some people inbox me and stuff, talking about Valentine's Day. I felt like that. I was ready to fight for you. And I hope I did this morning when you heard this message. Don't limit yourself. Celebrate love all year round, because it's what you deserve. You deserve it. If I got to tell you every single day, I'm going to tell you every single day. I love you guys. Have an awesome, awesome full year Valentine's. Yes. All right. Everyone, please subscribe to my YouTube. It's Ani Marie. I'm going to put it here just real quick, because I'm getting off of here. But it's Ani Marie. And this, if you was blessed by this, if it was life-changing, this message, go on. It will be on the YouTube, and you could rewatch it. You could send it to your family. Anybody that's confused about love and all that, right here. Ani Marie, go to the YouTube. And once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll be going live on Bigo and YouTube. That way we can reach more people and tell them how extraordinary they are. Because they are. Right? Just like you. I love you guys. I love you, love you, love you. Have an awesome, beautiful, fantastic day. Go and don't just watch, but subscribe. Subscribe.